Another area that would be important to evaluate is intake of new clients.
Sure. So intake is a bit of a booming market. Post-COVID, the exposure of even smaller law firms has been substantial, especially in law that isn't state-based, like federal law. Family law firms are suddenly getting inquiries from another state. Migration firms, again, the same thing. So having a engaging intake is critical. And then the intake the data that you do collect, to have that translate to the practice management system. So law firms are getting a bit more clever, or at least we assist them to get more clever in terms of how to engage clients when you're going to the website. So gone are the days where these are the services we offer: wills, power of attorney, conveyancing, etc. They want some sort of level of engagement. So some clients might have a do-it-yourself will that would get the client to start doing it for $200. And they'd start filling it in. And if it's a complex will, it goes, hey, book an appointment. Here's a Calendly appointment link to book an appointment. And the data that's been collected is captured so they can remarket to them. It's in the same way as if you ever try to, you've got something in the cart on Amazon. Amazon sends you an email. It's like, hey, don't remember if you still can buy this. Or so that type of engagement, people sometimes look for legal services in like a spur of the moment decision. Like, my husband's pissing me off. look up family law. Or I'm having a dispute with my business partner. Look up family law. I've got a great idea. How do I trademark it? Look up IP law. So firms are definitely investing more in Google AdWords, and they're investing into being found. Where they generally find difficulties is that when they do direct to their website, to the particular form, is capturing that data and then having what you would call a marketing workflow. And some systems actually do this really well, and very simple to do. If you look at it, it's something like Clio Grow, which is the CRM system that comes with Clio, it has a marketing automation workflow. So client fills out a form, an email with an information sheet automatically gets sent out with an appointment link. The client clicks an appointment, books a lawyer, next day. That level of engagement is critical because it's such a competitive marketplace. So from an intake perspective, is capturing just the right amount of data that's not too overwhelming, getting a level of engagement. And then ultimately, it's still often, in a lot of areas, a personal relationship, a rapport that you have to build, is getting enough investment to speak to a competent lawyer that can then bring it home, so to speak. Because clients are sticky with lawyers. So if you've built that rapport, the engagement's been good, it's the most critical thing, because ultimately intake drives your revenue, and revenue allows you to spend on all these, on our advice, on all the technologies that you may be considering.
And I think client expectations are changing a lot in that you want to be able to go to a website and be able to just book a meeting there without having to actually call someone. Like, I know my generation would much rather just be able to book in straight away than calling. And sometimes a lot of law firm websites don't have that option.
Absolutely. My doctor, I can book online with advanced like Hot Docs, or I can book in. I'll get a text message reminder from my dentist to go see them every 6 months. They'll go, hey, you need to come back in. It's becoming essential. So something really basic like appointment booking, either to a specific lawyer or a group of lawyers, it reduces the barrier to entry. One thing I will say about that is one of the difficulties with this wider exposure is that there's a lot of tire kickers around. So you do want to be able to filter. So a lot of services are essentially offering a really easy way to speak to someone, but charging something for it, even a token amount, because that filters out, again, people who we're never going to engage, or particularly, again, just having a look or comparing prices. And often people don't understand sunk costs. So often if they've spent $200 on a basic will or for the initial consultation, they'll generally engage with you. It's almost guaranteed that they will engage with you as long as that first interaction was positive.